Shame. Shame. Shame.
And I've today appointed a cabinet to serve as I will until a new leader is in place. So I want to say to the millions of people who voted for us in 2019, many of them voting Conservative for the first time, thank you for that incredible mandate, the biggest Conservative majority since 1987.
You think he would have combed his head to come out and do this speech, right?
Since 1979.
1970.
And the reason I have fought so hard in the last few days to continue to deliver that mandate in person was not just because I wanted to do so, but because I felt it was my job, my duty, my obligation to you to continue to do what we promised in 2019. And of course, I'm immensely proud of the achievements of this government, from getting Brexit done to settling our relations with the continent for over half a century, reclaiming the power for this country to make its own laws in Parliament, getting us all through the pandemic, delivering the fastest vaccine rollout in Europe, the fastest exit from lockdown.
Me not take it. Me not take the super vaccine. Me now are dead.
Standing up to Putin's aggression in Ukraine. And let me say now to the people of Ukraine that I know that we in the UK will continue to back your fight for freedom for as long as it takes. And
yeah, what about the black people freedom?
In this country, we've been pushing forward
because of Ukraine, though.
A program of investment in infrastructure and skills and technology, the biggest in a century. Because if I have one insight into human beings, it is the genius and talent and enthusiasm and imagination are evenly distributed throughout the population. But opportunity is not. And that's why we must keep levelling up, keep unleashing the potential in every part of the United Kingdom.
He thinks his name's Sierra now, you know, Gamos.
Can do that in this country, we will be the most prosperous in Europe. And in the last few days, I've tried to persuade my colleagues that it would be eccentric to change governments when we're delivering so much, and when we have such a vast mandate, and when we're actually only a handful of points behind in the polls, even in mid-term after quite a few months of pretty relentless sledging, and when the economic scene is so difficult domestically and internationally. And I regret not to have been successful in those arguments, and of course it's painful not to be able to see through so many ideas and projects myself. But as we've seen at Westminster,
stumbling and shit, man.
It moves. And my friends, in politics, no one is remotely indispensable. And our brilliant and Darwinian system will produce another leader equally committed to taking this country forward through tough times, not just helping families to get through it, but changing and improving the way we do things, cutting burdens on businesses and families.
What a grandest day.
Taxes, because that is the way to generate the growth and the income we need to pay for great public services. And to that new leader, I say, whoever he or she may be, I say I will give you as much support as I can. And to you...
Do you think their head top will be right? Do you think they have a better head top?
I know that there will be many people who are relieved, and perhaps quite a few who will also be disappointed. I am to be giving up the best job in the world.
He forgets that we have the best job in the world.
And
ambassador for the Worldwide DJ Coalition. You can't get a better job than that, representing Wu-Tang.
Peerless British civil service for all the help and support that you have given our police, our emergency services, and of course our fantastic NHS, who at critical moment helped to extend my own period in office, as well as our armed services and our agencies that are so admired around the world.
You can hear the crowd cheering and the shit, right? Oh,
Party members and supporters whose selfless campaigning makes our democracy possible. I want to thank the wonderful staff here at Checkers, here at Number 10, and of course at Checkers, and our fantastic prop force detectives, the one group, by the way, who never leak. Above all, I want to thank you, the British public, for the immense privilege that you have given me. And
I ain't giving you shit.
That from now on,
Could give you a comb though.
is in place, your interests will be served, and the government of the country will be carried on. Being Prime Minister.
You're Prime Minister, you know, not mine.
I've travelled to every part of the United Kingdom, and in addition to the beauty of our natural world, I found so many people possessed of such boundless British originality and so willing to tackle old problems in new ways, that I know that even if things can sometimes seem dark now, our future together is golden. Thank you all.
Nah. Don't be like, come on! Go on! Pack up your shit and come out! Like I ain't clapping for that mofo! Oh, I have that! Come out! The successor. Yo! I would say call for a big out general election and done, man. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, I'm not an expert at this this whole thing, right? This whole politics business, right? But in my lifetime, right? In my lifetime, I will say this to you: when we born, the Conservative was in power, right? And they had Thatcher, they had Major. I think Heseltine tried to get in there and it all went wrong. That all had to come out, right? Then in 97, beautiful year 1997 was. Come on now, Wu-Tang for everyone, all that. And in 97, my man take over. What name? Can't believe I forgot the man's name. Blair, right? Him take over, right? And people love dude. Then he decided, okay, my time done. Gordon Brown step in. He was alright. He was a bit, but he was alright. And then they run him out. And then ever since the Conservative take back the power now, look how much Prime Minister we have. Because them all whack. Shit, I feel like doing that Theresa May dancing shit, man. Yo, what? Let's rich. Come on!